Hey guys, welcome back to Papa Lauda, and welcome back to Steam Prison. Last episode we got to hang out with Ulrik pretty much the entire episode, and it was great, and he gave us a book, and it was fantastic, so let's just get right into it. Compared to centuries-old volumes in the room, it wasn't necessarily all that remarkable a book. But it's out of print. I have to be careful with it.
Oh, yeah. 珍しいものをお持ちですね.
Oh, God. Whoa! The sudden voice startled me and I dropped the book. Oh no, the book! I reached out to pick it up, but someone else's hand was faster. I looked up. Ulrik. Oh, I hate you! He welcomed me back, leafing through the book with an expression of curiosity as he did so.
騎士姫物語。古典の恋愛小説ですね。
Classic?
ええ、確か数十年前に書かれたものです。
Oh, so that's why it's out of print. Ulrik, have you read this book?
まあ、たしなみ程度には。しかし、ずいぶん年季が入った本ですね。それに、すべて原文で書かれている。これはすごい。
Is that surprising?
はい。俺が読んだものや市場で出回っているものは現代語訳されていまして、これよりずっと読みやすいんです。原文の本なんて、こうして手に取ることすら難しいのに、どこで拾ったんですか？
I didn't find it. Ulrik lent it to me.
で、
So give it back to me. Whoa, he just hiccuped? Like, lost for words, Ulrik dropped the book. I managed to catch it before it hit the ground. Yeah, treat my stuff nicely, Lord. Goodness, Ulrik.
失礼。ウルリクが本を貸すなど、信じられなくて、つい。彼は人間不信で、他人を信用することができない男です。そんな彼が人に物を貸すなど、何か弱みを掴んだんですか？
Blackmailing? No, nothing of the sort. I think he lent it to me because I liked reading it.
なるほど。その程度で物を貸与するほど安くない男のはずなんですけど、君のことを気に入ったのかもしれませんね。いいことです。
Thanks.
それにいやはやいい傾向ばかりでこっちまで嬉しくなってきますね。
Alright, I don't need any more descriptions from you. Development?
ええ、彼のことをウルリクと言ったでしょ。
Well, I suppose that's true.
へえ、なるほどなるほど。いいこと聞いちゃいました。
I'm afraid. Don't bully Ulrik, please.
かしこまりました。ほどほどにいじめることにします。
Oh no, I'm sorry.
さて、そろそろ休むとしましょう。明日俺は銀行に行きません。ですから君もゆっくりするといいですよ。それでは、おやすみなさい。
I understand. Good night, Ulrik. So he's not going to the bank because he found out that Ulrik lent me a book. It seems like I won't have guard duties tomorrow. I can stay up a little longer. I unbuckled my sword, changed into my sleepwear, and lay down on the bed. In the book, a princess took up arms for her ravaged country, supported by her faithful knight. The knight loves his princess, but she doesn't realize that. I don't understand what the knight is feeling either. I wonder why he fell in love with the princess. I couldn't understand the subtleties of their romance, but I liked the book for its adventure and outpouring of human emotion. And so I kept reading, blissfully ignorant of the advancing clock. Read until like 5 a.m. Oh shoot, we're going back to Ulrik's perspective. God, I haven't done this in forever. I'm gonna have to lower my voice.
眠い。疲れた。
I was finally done with all my nighttime work and went to Ulrik's room to report.
報告が終わったらさっさと帰って寝よう。
さすがにヘロヘロだ。
Does Ulrik have a house? I can't remember. Didn't he like sleep like in the streets or something? Whatever. When my hand touched the doorknob, I remember my time with Krimu the day before.
本を貸したのはいいとして、名前だよ、名前。
I feel like I look
なんで
kind
僕
of
はあんなことを言
derpy.
ったんだ。
Like Krimu looks a little derpy.
そりゃ呼び捨てされる方が慣れてるからいいけど。ああ。
Remembering the way she looked made me nervous. I couldn't think properly.
なんでそわそわしてんだ。よし、さっさと行くぞ。
Ooh, salad.
ああ、よかった。ソファーに座ってる。
Salad and bread. That's what you
Elton.
get to eat.
頼まれてたけん、報告しに来た。
おや、おはようございます。久しぶりの保護地区、楽しかったですか？
久しぶりでもないし、楽しいわけがない。ハウンズの様子、見てきた。あいつがいないことは把握してるけど、現状は探してないみたいだ。
そうですか。安心しました。
ああ、確かに。
どうして君まで同意するんですか？
Oh no.
どうしてって、どういう意味だ？問題事は少ないに限るだろう。
では次。どうして恋愛小説を貸したんですか？
Oh.
なんでそれを知ってるんだよ。
彼女が持っていたのを見かけましたので。ああ、悲しいです。かつ羨ましいです。君は俺にペンの一本も貸してくれないというのに。
それは気まぐれだ。
I love it.
気まぐれで呼び捨てにしろと頼んだのですか？
Oh my god.
あいつ、あんたにペラペラと喋りすぎだろ。
Oh no.
そういう素直さも彼女のいいところですよね。
知らないし。報告は終わったんだ。帰るからな。
ええ、どうぞ。ご苦労様でした。ゆっくり休んでくださいね。他人の恋路は恋愛小説の10倍楽しいですね。
Oh, I feel so bad for Ulrik. I don't know. I didn't think that we like told Eltcreed everything, but I guess we did. Good morning. The room is so bright. Oh, it's morning already. I stayed up too late. At least I won't have to work today. I turned around in bed, comfortable in the knowledge that I didn't have to wake up. I can hear talking. It's Eltcreed and I don't know who else. Unless Eltcreed was talking loudly to himself, someone else had to be there. I wonder what's going on. I should check. I changed into my uniform and left the room.
ああ、おはようございます。タイミングが悪かったですね。
I looked around. Eltcreed was sprawled out on the sofa. Nobody else was in the room. Eltcreed. I looked at him quizzically. Who else had been here? He looked at me back with the same expression. Also, Krimu, what the heck? You know Ulrik shows up every once in a while. Oh my god.
さっきまでウルリクがいたんですよ。ほんの少し前帰ったんですけど。
Ulrik, they must have talked. Did he come here to eat breakfast?
いえ、仕事の報告です。
It's so early. How does he have so much energy after being with me yesterday?
君はウルリクのことをどう思っていますか？
You're so nosy! May I be frank?
もちろん。俺相手に遠慮は不要です。
That reminds me Ulrik said something similar yesterday. I nodded. It seemed like Ulrik was a popular subject of conversation at the moment. Ulrik has a bad personality and attitude, and he's uncouth. I find it hard to understand him. I've rarely met someone so disagreeable.
おやおや、そうですか。
Yes, but that isn't the whole story. He has a bad attitude towards others, but he considers them more than he lets on. He also does good work. I respect him as a coworker.
俺に使えるものですか。君らしい観点ですが、今一歩踏み込ませてください。例えば、君が今読んでいる小説の主人公のように、彼に心を奪われたりしませんか？
No. Like the protagonist? I struggle to understand the concept of love as the novel presents it. I can understand their emotions when they meet powerful enemies or accomplish their goals, and also that they can share that with someone of the opposite sex. However, I can't understand how their feelings for each other differ from those towards other people. I can't see many parallels between myself and the novel's protagonist. The novel's plot amuses me, but as a romance it confounds me more than anything.
なるほど。それも恋愛が違法だった影響でしょうか。上界の人々はそんな慣習をお持ちですね。
Pity? Ulrik, are you hoping to see romance between me and Ulrik?
そこまではっきりとは言いませんけど、お似合いだとは思いますよ。俺は君も彼も気に入っていますし、二人がくっついてくれたらとても幸せです。
I see.
おやおや、冷静なことで。そうですね。理解できないなら、
No, thank
俺が手
you.
ほどきしてあげましょうか。
Please keep to yourself. Teach me the basics?
そう。そうやって冷静にいられないくらいに、君を魅了して。
No!
ウルリクを煽るのも面白いかなと。
Ugh. Ulrik.
なんてね。そんなことをすればウルリクに絶交されます。そんなことになったら俺きっとワンワン泣いちゃいますのでやめておきます。
Ulrik smiled and stood up. Before he left the room, he put his hand on my shoulder encouragingly. What a strange man. Not that I didn't know that. Love, me and Ulrik, a couple. Me and Ulrik. Ulrik. I wondered. Merely repeating his name to myself was enough to fluster me. Is this what it means to be in love? My cheeks were getting hot and I felt restless. I like him, but I don't like everything about him. He has plenty of faults, so many I sincerely hoped that at least some would disappear. But I don't dislike being with him. Even now I want to be with him. I realized that I'd used the same words as the protagonist in my novel. I'm not riding a horse and I don't have to fight dragons. She lives in a very different world. But if I continued reading, perhaps I would understand love. Perhaps I would come to see Ulrik as a man. It sounds like that would make things more complicated, but I wonder what it's like. I went to eat breakfast, resolved to continue reading during the day. Wonderful. I spent the whole day in my bedroom. Same. Quarantine life. I finished breakfast and returned to my room to read. The book was thick, written in a small font with narrow line spacing. Since I was only comfortable with the letters I had learned in the Heights, my reading speed was rather slow. Still, the book fascinated me. Now I'm done with the second chapter. The princess still didn't understand how her knight felt about her. Now a male magician has started to work together with them. I was curious how he would interfere with their relationship. I read too much, I think. My eyes are weary. I should rest. I stretched myself and looked out the window. The princess left her castle and began to travel the world after her country was destroyed. I can understand that feeling because of my own exile. Love, on the other hand... I sighed, frustrated by the mysteries of the human heart. Who's that in the garden? Oh god, please don't be like Burger or something. Oh god. Ulrik!
なんだあんたか。何
Oh, Jesus, so she saw him from the window and just booked it down to the garden. Nothing in particular, I just saw you from the window, so I came down.
窓ってあんたの部屋の
Yeah, I was just trying to, whatever. Ulrik looked at the building, then back at me.
用もないのにあそこからわざわざ話しかけに来るなんて暇なんだな。
No, but I do have the day off.
そっか。じゃあゆっくりしなよ。
I will. I can't feel a pressure on my chest like they do in the novel. Love was difficult for me. I want to thank you again for lending me the book. I love it. I've never read anything as good.
本気で言ってる？だとしたら相当今までつまらない本ばかり読んでたんだな。
Probably. Was that really necessary? Oh well. Will you let me thank you?
礼？いいってそんなの。面倒だし。
No, I want to do something to thank you properly. That said, it has to be something within my power. Is there anything you want me to do? If I can do it, I will.
なんだってか。そうだな。
Ulrik crossed his arms and nodded.
ああ、あった。あんたにしてほしいこと思いついたよ。
I'm afraid. What is it? Where are you bringing me? Oh, are you really sure about that?
何？不満？今さらやめるの？
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that I have no experience with that.
誰だって最初は初心者だろ。やらなきゃいつまで経っても未経験のままだ。だからやらせてもらう。
Why do we not know what it is?
さあ来い。僕と勝負だ。
Okay, I'm gonna ruin you. Ulrik had asked me to teach him how to use a sword. Didn't you say something along the lines of swords being outdated?
言ったかな。でも実際時代遅れだと思ってるよ。だからといって実生活に全く役立たないってことはないだろ。
I'ma wreck you.
僕は守られっぱなしってのは性に合わないんでね。使えるものは何でも使って身を守るつもり。だから僕に剣を教えてよ。前に銃を教えてやっただろ。今度はその逆ってことで。な。
This is what you really want. Very well. But know this. Swords are tools to protect people, not hurt them. Don't do evil with them, and wield them with a noble heart.
そのテンション。もうめんどくさくなってきた。
Oh, Ulrik.
冗談だってば。ま、ほどほどに頑張りたいかな。かっこ悪い姿を晒すのは嫌だからさ。
What does that mean? Deciding to believe his words, I pointed my sword at him. Everyone has a slightly different stance. Personally, I like to raise my sword up until I see my opponent's eyebrows across the point.
延長上を眉間に。これくらいか。こうやって剣を構えられると踏み込むのに勇気がいるんじゃないか。
Depending on the skill of your opponent, you can change it, of course. A basic attack looks like this. Smacked. I spun my wrist, ran my sword down the length of Ulrik's blade, and swatted it aside. Ulrik was defenseless. I closed in and thumped him on the chest with my pommel. How did you like that? I only needed a second.
すごいけど顔近すぎだろ。
Huh? Our faces were so close that our noses almost touched. I'm sorry! Oh
別に
god.
謝れとは言ってないだろ。距離が近すぎて驚いただけで。今の場合技術がない僕が悪い。
They gotta throw romance into this, you know.
なるほど。要領は分かった気がする。腕力よりも技術が必要そうだな。
That depends on you. Some people use raw power to overcome their opponents. We're both fairly light, so we'll need to perfect our skill.
なるほどね。じゃあ指導をお願いします。
Not a problem. Oh, yay! A few hours later.
おや、お二人ともお揃いで。
Ugh.
どうしたんですその泥だらけの姿。童心に戻ってド派手な砂遊びにでも興じていたのですか？
Damn, I must have really not gone easy on him if he's covered in dirt.
興じてない。剣を教わってたんだ。
剣？君が？うわあ、世界の終わりがこんなに早く訪れるとは。パスタを作ってる場合じゃないですね、それ。
What's with you and pasta? Oh, there's gonna be pasta tonight?
はい、俺の渾身のカルボナーラ、楽しみにしていてくださいね。
What did you put in the carbonara?
世界の終わりって何？どういうこと？エルとの反応意味不明。すごく意味不明なんだけど。
俺としてはウルリクの行動こそ意味不明です。上界を嫌っている君が上界の象徴たる剣をぶん回すとは誰が想像できたでしょう。いや、誰も想像できない。
Well, we're gonna stop here. Yay, I'm so glad that us and Ulrik, we're like just having such a good time together, right? I mean, Eltcreed has slowed his creepiness down a little bit, and everything's great, everything's fantastic. Maybe next episode we're gonna die or something, but at least this episode is good. So, next episode, Eltcreed will eat carbonara. We'll eat Eltcreed's pasta together. Woo!